Welcome! If you're new here, be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll be discussing today: missing mother of 4, killed by husband, sister explain and cry for justice, Beto and Adrian shot dead, and more. A businessman was shot dead at his grocery and cook shop in Moransby, St. Thomas, allegedly by a man posing as customer on Friday. The deceased businessman has been identified as a 51-year-old Adrian Blake. Reports are that about 9:15 p.m., a man entered the establishment and ordered a meal from one of the workers. Shortly after, the man pulled a gun and opened fire, hitting Blake in the upper body. The armed man later fled the scene on foot. Blake was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. A motive for the gun attack has not yet been established. Investigations are ongoing, the police said. A man was shot dead while reportedly having sex with a woman in Lindsay, St. Catherine on Saturday night, our news team understands. The man has been identified as Shaveda Bucket, otherwise called Beto, 33, of Princess Field and an area outside of Linstead. The woman was also injured in the gun attack, the police said. Both the Linstead Police and the Constabulary Communications Unit, the Information Arm of Jamaica Constabulary Force, have confirmed the killing. It is reported that about 8:45 p.m., Beto and the woman were having relations when the gunman walked up and opened fire on him. He received several gunshot wounds and the woman was also shot. Police said they were rushed to the hospital where Beto was pronounced dead and the woman admitted. Up to publication time, her condition was not known. No motive has been established for the attack, the police said. DNA results have confirmed that the skeleton remains found in St. Catherine in May are that of missing accountant/teacher Chantel Blake McCullough. Blake McCullough, 26, who was last seen in the company of her husband Shane, was reported missing on January 6th this year. The acting ACP said police held a meeting with family members on Sunday and they were updated on the process of investigations. We are pursuing every possible leads at this time and we have placed the matter in the hands of some of our most capable investigators. He also revealed that Shane McCullough has left the island and has not been communicating with the police. He said McCullough has not made the children available to the police for them to be interviewed. They are believed to be in Canada along with their father and grandfather. There is no direct contact with either him or his family, he said. Blake McCullough's husband reported that one day she went missing. He left her at the Old Toll exit in Belmont Park, Old Harbour, St. Catherine, for someone to pick her up and take her to Kingston to make a report at the fraud squad. He reported her missing to the police about 9 p.m. the same night. Following police investigations on Sunday, May 15, skeleton remains were discovered in bushes in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. Recovered from the scene were 1 blue plastic tarpaulin, 2 pieces of rope, 1 wig, 1 blouse, and 1 pair of jeans pants. Now viewers and subscribers want to sit tight and listen to the story from the sister in details.
Right, so on the 6th of January was when my sister went missing. Her husband stated that called my grandmother to state that she's missing and she has not come home. From then we haven't seen her. Fast forwarding to when they came about the remains on the 15th of May in Bella's Gate, St. Catherine. We got back the result for the DNA on Friday, which confirmed that the remains were that of my sister. When we went there, they told us that we're not able to make another report because a missing person report was already made. Well, we would think that the investigation started right after the report was made. However, to my knowledge, I would say that the real investigation started when the MID took over the case 3 months later. The first set of police that had the case initially, that's where everything went wrong. Because when the MID took over the case, and I don't know if you're familiar with the MID, but the MID goes on cases that are very complex and difficult to solve. That's when the MID comes in. It all went south when the first set of police did not do their part of the job. They did not carry out their job effectively, and because of that, the MID had to come in. No, when I say that they did not carry out their job effectively, I mean by things that they were supposed to do were not done. And when the MID came on, it was actually too late for that to be done. Because, for example, the footage at the house, their surveillance camera at the house, and I had said to the police officers that had the case initially, check the surveillance footage to see what time she left the house and who she left with. That was not done. When the MID took over the case 3 months later, there will be no history of that footage. It will already be gone. Remember that one of the stories that Shane gave was that he left her at the exit of the old Harbour toll road. I said to them, giving him the benefit of the doubt, I said to them, you need to go by the toll booth to check if such thing happened.
Yeah.
The surveillance camera there to see if he actually went through the toll. You know, for true, just to confirm his story or to say it proves otherwise, was not done. Up until this time, that was not done. And based on my understanding, yes, there were statements taken from other persons, but the most important thing was not done. Which is why up until now, it has been confirmed that the remains is that of my sister. And it is still up until now that Shane McCullough has not been taken into custody because what needed to be done initially was not done, and now it is proving difficult. To my understanding, no one knows where he is. No, I saw them on the last time I saw them was on the 7th or the 8th of January. I think it was the day after the fact. I haven't seen or spoken to them since. The JCF accountable for the family of Chantel Blake not having a body to bury. You understand me? My mother is torn into a million pieces because every time she thinks about it, the only thing that she utters is only thing she has is piece of bone and a head skull. So I would like to know, how did he leave the country with his travel documents being seized and there's a block for him at the port? So how did he leave the country? On the 6th of January, when I spoke with Shane McCullough at the house, I knew that he was lying. And I knew at that point that something happened to my sister and I won't be able to see her again. I knew it. But what we wanted was for a thorough investigation, which would have at least given us a body. My aunt called him and she said to him, where he took Chantel, and he said that he took her at the exit of the old Harbour toll, and a friend was to pick her up from there. In the recording, my auntie said to him, come and take me to where you dropped her off so we can at least look. You know what he said? He won't be able to do that until next week. I can just hear her screaming in my ear saying, Shane, don't kill me. She does not deserve this. Chantel loved that man effortlessly. There's nothing on the face of this earth that she would not do for that man. And instead, you took her from us from she was 16 years old. You understand me? You separated her from the entire family. And when that wasn't enough for you, you killed her. And you left that for Myanmar. Chantel and I were inseparable before Shane. And you came into the picture, you brainwashed her, you gave her 4 children with 4 C-section, and when that wasn't enough for you, you let them motherless. So destruction will come upon you, and destruction will come upon everybody will help you. And I plead the blood of Jesus again. Let me tell us, you will not prosper, and you have to confess. And when you confess, you're going to come side. Remember me tell you, because you're not going to be all God's face. You is a wicked because you knew that Chantel loved you effortlessly. And if you have enough, all you needed to do was to carry her back from where you get her from. She don't deserve this.